Just a quick thought here. When your parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, etc. say people just don't want to work these days, or they utter, you know, take any job and get off your behind like Kim K recently did.
We're coming at you live from Market Day. Go on, lady. Go. Whoa.
It's because there was a learning lesson from the pandemic. Frontline workers, specifically for this video pertaining to workers in restaurants, they just don't want to deal with this sort of crap anymore. The Guardian reported the following. A sign on a door of a restaurant read, "We are short-staffed. Please be patient with the staff that did show up. No one wants to work anymore." What this does is undermine oh so much. Would-be employees are also concerned about safety. Potential employees also have caregiving responsibilities. This recession has disproportionately affected women. As Glassdoor wrote, recent studies show how difficult it can be for new college grads to find an entry-level job within their experience level. The research found that 61% of all full-time job-seeking entry-level employees were required to have at least 3 years or more of experience, yet employers complain they can't find entry-level workers. Go figure. In addition, wages have not increased at the rate they should have over the years. Many years. It's considerably less expensive to stay home with their children instead of paying for childcare. That is, if you can even secure a coveted childcare spot. Have you checked the market within the last few months to ensure your wages are still competitive? Can those workers whom you're trying to recruit afford to work for you? Are you willing to subsidize the high cost of childcare? Another thought, workers may be taking advantage of new opportunities. Dr. William Spriggs, an econ professor at Howard and the chief economist at the AFL-CIO, previously told Business Insider that workers who are employed are finding ways to get jobs in the sectors that are expanding and hiring. Those sectors might offer higher wages or at least more consistency than their prior roles. It's what one insider contributor called the Great Reshuffle. An unprecedented labor market, coupled with a rethinking of what workers want out of both work and life, has led many to exit their positions or to seek out new ones. The market out there for workers is competitive, and many are finding higher salaries or better positions as they depart their old ones.
I'm not hearing another word of anything.
Then be there.
No, wait a second. Did you just hear me? Yeah, I heard you. Okay, do you want to have a game here? Quiet down.
Sports parents. Let's talk about them.
Baseball game.
Hey, stay professional for the kids and just do your job.
Come on.
That's it.
Come on.
Are you mad because the kids are taller than you?
Wow.
They ruin games their kids play in by going after umpires, refs, fellow parents, and coaches like one did here.
See you later. Thanks. Bye. Take care, Ariel. Sorry. You're out of control.
Ridiculous.
I pulled off for 5 minutes before I drove anywhere.
And you know what? Truthfully, good on the ump for saying he doesn't need this when he's giving his own time.
Oh, terrible. That's going to be terrible.
Oh my God.
Jerk.
No, ma'am. The jerks are the parents in this situation, not showing how to set an example for the youngins just trying to play. For the Win, a branch of USA Today's sports section, made a note that it occurred some time ago in Newport Beach, California. Unfortunately, it's becoming more and more commonplace. We could hear the umpire say to a parent at the start, "Enough. I'm not hearing another word out of any of you. If you want to have a game here, quiet down." That only led to more hostility from the crowd, with one parent telling him to stay professional for the kids and just do your job. That's it. When the ump was just about to return to home plate, a parent shouted, "Are you mad because the kids are taller than you?" Because of this said behavior, One study conducted in 2017 via the National Association of Sports Officials, adult behavior is the reason more than 75% of all high school referees quit. The report also found that 80% of new officials stop after only 2 years. Many say the problem is contributing to a shortage of high school referees nationwide and extends to the youth sports level. One psychologist and senior lecturer at Harvard, Richard Weisbord, gave his insights. I think we used to live in a culture where there was much more of an expectation that you showed respect even when it was hard, where our notion of morality meant doing things that are hard, like thanking the referee even when you don't feel like thanking him. I'm concerned that many parents just don't have the inclination. When the Harvard Gazette asked him, "What's really at risk for kids when they see this?" he replied, "It sends all the wrong messages. What you really want to be modeling for your kid in a situation like this is that the referee is doing a job that is largely thankless. It's not a well-compensated job. We should be grateful to them. You should be modeling for your kids that sometimes people make mistakes, and when they do, you may want to point it out to them. But you do it in ways that are generous and constructive. You should let them know this ref isn't trying to make a mistake. And you need to model for your kids that you're not going to suddenly lose control. It's a scary thing for a kid when their parent is so out of control." As we brought to you previously, the Aspen Institute put it like this: even before the pandemic, there was a national shortage of officials. The average age of a starting ref in '76 was 20 years old. By 2016, it was 42. There are more officials over 60 than under 30 in what's becoming a graying industry. In high school sports, 80% of officials quit before their third year. John O'Sullivan, founder of Changing the Game Project, said the biggest problem in youth sports today is accountability. And if we do not change, our sports will continue to suffer and die.